Sorry guys, I'm late. You weren't kidding. You said you'd start without me. I can't believe it. Anyway, here we are, episode 14. Can you believe it? So today we're going to install the front Dana 44 springs. And so that takes a bit of time messing around. And then we're also going to do a bunch of preparation work on the grill. So that means like drilling all those holes all the way around the outside for the trim ring, and drilling all the holes in the center for the letters Bronco, because I'm going with the Bronco emblem, not the Ford emblem. Blib, 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 blib. Anyway, so here we are. It's going to be exciting. Stick with me. Let's go. So there, she's sitting exactly where it needs to sit, and the body mounts are all in place. The 6 of them back there. And I'm just going to hold off. I was going to start doing some inner fenders, and I've also got a small issue here. I need to get one of these spacers for my alternator. I bought a new bracket because the old one was it wouldn't work with the new truck. My guy, my driveline tech, he just called. He said rear end should be done tomorrow, so I'm going to go grab that and I'm going to install it. So we're going to lose a bit of volume here for a second because it's outside, but we know it's in the back of my truck. The brand new rear end, fresh new rear ends with 456 gears. Oh, so exciting. All right, so rear end's in, radius arms are installed. Time to install the springs. Okay, I remember seeing somebody else do this, and they said always put the bolt in the center of the tower first. So let's see how that works. All right. Passenger spring, radius arm. Unfortunately, the frame's dusty now, so it's not all sparkling black like it was before. Driver's side. All right. We're on to attaching the steering parts. So the steering parts aren't really that exciting. I'm going to have to mess around. I'm going to be going up and down with the jack and using some jack stands probably and prying things a little bit, but they're not as exciting as these new parts that are all being installed. Although I have a new damper shock over there. Really, that's about the only thing that I haven't replaced yet are the tie rod ends, and they all seem really good. They're all tight and everything like that, but I'm not going to take a chance on the damper shock. I want to replace that anyway. Just put the level across the top of the frame. That was being held up there by the cherry picker. So what I want to know, spare bolts. Would have been an exhaust manifold, gotta be. Okay, so the way it's looking right now, I am an 1/8 of an inch out of level from that side to this side. And if all the okay, so we balanced it a couple, so taking any stress out of it. Oh man, yeah, an 1/8. Anyway, so an 1/8 of an inch lower on the passenger side. Now, I might be wrong, but I'm thinking if all I can get out of a level, and the frame could be punched up a little bit on one end, who knows? But my point is that if the truck is sitting level right now, and I put the tires and wheels on everything, it's all exactly the same, it should be good. I'll keep checking this as we go along, like, you know, as we add the drag link and the tie rod ends and everything. Once we've got it all done, we should be able to put the level on the front of the frame, and it should be level. And if it's level now, we shouldn't have the lean. That's not to say that I take it out for my first ride and all of a sudden it's like this, but it shouldn't be. It should be good. Anyway, now I'm going to stop the camera for a second, and I'm going to do some installation of that stuff there. It's just not really exciting. You've seen it a million times. I know you have. Okay. Alrighty then, just a little update. Spindles are installed, axles are in place, all the steering arms are installed. Still got to do the damper. Moving right along. Rotors and hubs are next. New worn hubs, of course. New discs, rotors, brake cables, springs, everything. Alright, let's keep on trucking. Same on the other side. Well, you can see there I've got a couple of screws in place. Hold this section right here. And nothing actually at the front, because it's difficult to put screws in here because they'll be in the way with the extra pieces we have to add. Like the inner fender of that fender is needs to be flush, needs to be flat along here. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so there you can see all the marks. Everything's laid out right in the center. So I can put the 5 Bronco letters there. Actually, 6. There's 6 letters in Bronco. Anyway, and all the way around the perimeter, we've got the spots laid out for the holes. I'm going to use the center punch and tap starter holes in all these little spots. And it was a little weird. All the letters have got the fasteners basically in a straight line, except for the C. They're oblong. So I had to get creative with that one. Put a little black paint on the bottom of each leg and stamped it into the masking tape.
We appreciate you guys volunteering, especially. Viewer discretion is advised.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Beautiful. All right. Okay. So there we go. That's how that's going to look across the front of that grill. Ah, pretty cool. We're just mocked in there right now. The holes actually have to be made a little bit larger, but I didn't want to take a chance of making them too big, so I went with a smaller bit to start with. Now I'm going to drill these other holes out all the way along for the trim. The grill over to the camera. Show you what's going on. And then at some point here, I got to paint the grill. Obviously, this is just primed right now, black primer. But I got to paint the grill silver, same as it was when it came from the factory. So there we go. We've got all the holes across the center for the Bronco emblems, and all the holes around the outside for the trim kit. And that trim kit looks amazing. I love it. I just love it. It's crazy. Anyway, there we are. So that grill is ready to be installed when the truck is, before I take the truck to get it painted. And like I said, I'm going to paint the center of it silver, and then I'll just take that off so that's just painted. It should look great. I'll show you when it's all done. I like that one, and I have to confess something. So I spent all that time, I had the measuring tape out and everything, and I had to make sure those Bronco letters were exactly where they needed to be. I was all done, everything's finished, it's all primed and everything, and I look in the box where the letters were, and I pull this thing out. It's a template. All I had to do was lay it on the grill, mark it out, and drill them. It'd be done. Anyway, so when you guys buy those Bronco letters, you don't have to worry about doing all the work that I did. Just use the template and save yourself, at least an hour of your time. Anyway, that was exciting. The Bronco's coming along really, really well. So next episode, we're installing the grill. We're working at installing the grill. We're installing the front fenders. We're priming a bunch of parts and, the hood, and getting ready to paint it red. Priming the tailgate. I'm pretty sure that that's in this one. So it's just, we're tidying up a whole pile of things and getting ready to, get it out to paint shop. So it's just a pile of little things that we got to do. And they're all really, really cool. Without any one of them, you wouldn't have the job. So it's got to all be done. Anyway, hopefully you guys are all well, and you're moving into the spring and you're getting some great weather. And we'll see you next week. Thanks a lot for tuning in. And like I always say, if you're enjoying it, just hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. I don't even think that you have to enter any information. You just have to hit the button. And that way you get notification when I send out a new video. Thanks a lot, and all the best.